Hi everyone. Now I am going to discuss about some different concept, that is automata fixed questions. These questions are mainly asked in AMCAT based exams. And here, first of all, there are three types of automata fixed questions every time. I am observing that only three types of questions. First one is syntactical errors, and the second one is, then second question contains some logical errors, and the third one is missing code. That means it is going to be give all the code and it is going to give some missing some code, and we have to write that code like that. There are three different types of questions. First one is syntax errors. That means everything is okay, but the programming language some semicolons are missing, and the syntax of for loop and syntax of while loop, it is going to be missing that syntax. Then what about the logical errors? Logical error means, for example, if you are going to add 2 plus 3, instead of 5 it is going to be print some 10. That means it is going to be giving some, everything is okay but the result is not okay. That means the logical errors. Okay, going into the questions. First of all, first question, sample questions. I am here, for example, 4, the input is 4, then we are going to be print the pattern like this: 1 1 1 1 1 and 4 4s, like this. We are going to be print the output as like this. First of all, here it is going to be give some function like this, and this function has some logical error. For example, if I am going to execute it, if I am going to give the 1, just look at the answer here. It is going to be give 1 1 1 like this, but I want the output as, that means everything is okay but the output is not correct, right? Then we are going to modify this one. How it is there any logical errors? Yes, here some, if I am printing any semicolon after the for loop, there is no relationship between this for loop and this printf statement, right? That's why I removed that semicolon. Why? Because we are going to print some pattern, right? That means the for loop functionality we have to work. That's why I removed that semicolon. Now I am going to execute. Is it perfect or not? Now I am going to execute it. If I am giving 1, look at here, output is similarly okay but not here exactly, right? Here it is going to be 1, and here 2 ones, like that. Some 4 ones is missing here. And now I am going to check the logic here. Is equal to, this loop is going to be working from 0 to 4. For example, num is 4, and it is going to be up to 3 only. 0 1 2 and 3, 4 times, totally 4 times it is going to be working. Okay, for the 0th time, that means the first time it is going to be repeat only one time, right? That means 0 is less than 0. How many times it is going to be working? It is going to be working for 0 times. For the first time, that means if I is 0, I have to execute this p value at least once, but here it is not working. Why? Because it is going to be 0 less than 0. It is false first time. For example, here I am going to give some like this. That means 0 is less than or equal to 0. Is it true or not? Yes, it is going to be true. Then it is going to be print 1. For example, now I am going to execute. Is it perfect or not? I am going to give some 4 here. Just look at this. Yes, in this way we are going to modify the logic. We have to check first of all where the error is coming, where the mistake is done. We have to work like this. Yes, this is the output. The next question. First of all, the question is like this. There are some array values are there. Some 5 values. The length is 5. I want to display all the values in some descending order. I want to display the values in a descending order. Yes, the problem has no syntactical errors. There is no syntactical errors. It is going to be a logical error. Every time it is asking that there is no syntactical errors. Yes, know that. If I am going to execute it, I am going to give the output. Is it in descending order? No, not at all. It is not perfect. Then we have to verify once where is the mistake here. For example, here it is going to be working from 0 to length, no problem. I think this is 0 to length. Yes, the array from 0th index to last one, no problem here. And here I am going to take, for example, I am giving that some array values here, some dummy values 1 2 3 4 5 like this. Okay, it is going to be printed in a descending order. Now it is going to be taken as maximum is equal to error of 0. Error of 0 means maximum is 1 and the location is 0. Okay, then coming here, j is equal to I. What is j value? J value becomes j is equal to I here. Okay, then 0 is less than some 5. Is it true or not? Yes. Then it is moving inside. That means this one is also no problem here. That means we are going to compare all the elements with that value. Okay, then here I am going to check what is the maximum value here. Yes, maximum value is up to now it is 1. 1 is greater than 1. Is it true or not? Yes. No, it is false, right? Yes, it is false. Then it is not going inside this block and some temporary array. Some temporary array is equal to, what is temporary value? Okay, sorry. Then it is going to be 1 here. Then j becomes 1 and this is also 1. Is 1 is less than 1? Yes. Is 1 is less than 1. What is maximum value? Maximum value is 1. Then this is the error of 1. Now it is going to be 2 here. Now it is going to be 2. Then I am going to check that is 1 is greater than 2. No, not at all. Look at that. I am going to find descending order. That means I am going to get the maximum value from the list, right? First, for the first iteration, it is going to get the maximum value for that. But after this statement, the maximum value must be 2. But here, if you are writing logic like this, the maximum value is 1 only. That's why this is the problem. That means here is the problem. That means we are going to compare like this. Max is less than error of 0, error of j. That means it is going to be like this. Then now what is maximum value? Maximum value is 2. That means it is going to be interchanged. Then after that 2 is less than like this. Yes, it is also true. Then maximum is 3. Like that. That means I am going to modify one thing and now I am going to compile it. Is it working or not? Is it working or not? No, not at all. It is going to be working some different values here. Yes, I am going to change the value this operation as greater than to less than here. If it is less than, no problem here. If it is going to be less than, no problem here. Now I am going to check this. I am going to check here. I am going to check. I am going to execute. But some values are not working perfectly, right? What will happen here? No, that is not only one case. That means I am going to coming here like this, and the maximum value is what is now what is I value. Now for example, this list is 1 2 3 and 4 5. The list is like this and maximum value is 1 first of all. Then now it is going to be 2. Now it is going to be 2. When it is coming like this, it is going to be 2. That means I becomes 0 only. I becomes 0. I is at the first time it is going to be I becomes 0 and j is equal to 0 and 1 at the time of. Then maximum is 2 here. Maximum is 2. Now I am going to store what is I value, what is 0 first value. First value is 1. That means the temporary value is 1 here. That we are going to swap the two numbers. What that swapping of two numbers? I am going to swap these two numbers first of all. But here, look at here. It is going to be only two operations. But when we are swapping two numbers, there has been 3 operations here. What is the third operation here? If ARR of I here, for example, I am going to write here, I am going to store temporary is equal to ARR of I. Then I am going to write ARR of I is equal to ARR of location, ARR of LOC. Then only I am going to replace ARR of LOC is equal to temp. Then only the both two values, that 2 and 1, will be swapping here. Work with an example, everyone. If you are not understand this one, you just work with an example. I am going to execute now. Just look at here. Yes, it's working perfectly, right? Yes, it's working perfectly. The second question, just work it again. And the next question, yes, this is the input, and 5 is the size of the list, and 2 is the index value where we are going to delete the value. That is the index value, we are going to delete that position value. For example, this is the list 1 2 3 4 5. What is the second index position? 0 1 2. That means in the final operation we are going to delete that index position value here. The output is 1 2 4 5. We are eliminating that 3 value. Okay, now moving into our code. For example, our list is 1 2 3 4 and 5. For example, our list is going to be like this. Then what happened here? First of all, there is some if and else. What is if and else? For example, what is the size of the value? The size is 5 and the index value is 2. Then what is this one? These are the array elements, right? These are the array elements. Now I am going to compare. That means if you are give the index value beyond the size of the list, then it is going to be else part. That means we are going to print all the values. That's it, nothing else. What is that input means? For example, if it is 5 and if it is going to be 10, that means I am going to write 10 is less than 5. Is it true? If the index value is greater than length of the list, then we cannot delete any value, right? Then directly we are going to print the list values. That's it, nothing else. But here the index is 2 here. That means 2 is less than 5. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. Then this operation is going to be working here. This operation is going to be working. And now how it is going to be work? I is equal to index value. What is for example, the array values are, I am going to write here 1 2 3 and 4 and 5. These are the array values. The index value is I is equal to 2 here. Then my index value is 2. I am going to start at this position and I am going to finish at this position. That means I is 2 is less than size minus 1, that is 4 here. Is it 2 is less than 4? Yes, 2 is less than 4. This is the question, sorry. And now what will happen here? Now at the place of 1, at the place of 3, I am going to replace with this 4. Then in the place of 4, I am going to replace with 5. But what happened here? What happened here means list of I is equal to, this operation is going to be working, right? Now what is list of I? That is going to be 3. It is going to be 3. In 3 it is going to be replaced it again. For example, it is going to be placed in third position. It is going to be replaced with 3 again. Now I am going to execute it. Look at here. I am going to delete index 2 and I am going to write here. Just look at, it is going to be print 1 2 3 4 and the last element is not printing. Why? Because we are printing up to, not up to size. It is going to be print up to size minus 1. That's why it is not printing. That means it is going to be replaced with 3 with 3 and 4 with 4. But not like that. We are going to eliminate this one for the first time. For the first time it is going to be like this 4 4 5. After the next iteration it is going to be 5 5. Then we are going to display up to this only, not this one. That is our target. But here if you observe here, the I plus plus, this is not I plus plus here. I am going to increment I plus 1, that's it. 3, 4 and 5. What will happen now? At the place of I position, at the place of I position, I am going to take, what is I plus 1? I plus 1 is 3. What is I plus 3? Input of 3, this is. Then it is going to be replaced with 4. Then it is going to be replaced with 5 like this. This is not I plus plus, this is I plus 1 is the output here. Then if I am going to compile it, and 5 and the second input I am going to write here, and 5, the output is 1, 2, 4, 5 is the output like this. Yes, the next question. Yes, the size is 5 and num k is 2. We are going to find that, how many values are there. I'm counting the values, I'm counting the elements here whose values are greater than num k into 2, twice of the num k 2. I want to find how many values are greater than twice of num k, Here all these values are not greater than num k, twice of num k, then this one. Twice of num k means 2 into 4, that is 4. Then up to this one, these are not greater than num k, twice greater than num k, then 5 is only one thing, then the element is only 1, the output is only 1. Now for this problem there is some syntactical errors. This is the syntactical error example. Then what are the syntactical errors? Then we have to rectify it. Only syntactical errors. Now what is the syntactical errors? Look at here, just blindly go for first line here. Yes, in the variable there is no need to write, there is no other arguments, only one special character we can write, that is underscore. Here that hyphen symbol, that is not allowed here. That means this is a syntactical error, that the variable name declaration is not correct. Then I am going to remove here, and I am removing here also. Okay, is there any syntactical? We have to check like this, line by line. Here look at the for loop once. Instead of semicolons they put commas here, then we have to overwrite that one. Then error of I is greater than twice of num k. How we are going to write twice of num k? We have to write like this, not anything else. Then we are putting like this. Num is equal to then count plus 1 is equal to 1 and count. Yes, everything is okay now. I am going to compile it. For example, this is 5 values and num k is 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The output is 1. Yes, this is the output like this. Okay, going to the next question. Yes, this is a pattern, alphabet pattern. If I am giving 4 here, it is going to be print A, B, C and A, B, C, D like this. It is very similar to that first pattern. Here I am going to write, yes, some ch is equal to A and one more variable, that is print. I am going to print for 0, 1, 2, 3. That means it is going to be executed for 4 times, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means this for loop is no problem here. Then what is print value? Print value is ch, then ch is print is equal to ch. That means print is A. Now it is going to be working. If it is 0 to j is equal to 0, that means the error is in here. Okay, then what is j value? J value is 0. 0 is less than equal to 0. Is it true or not? Yes, some is equal to is there. That means there is no error here also. Why? Because it is executing at least once for the first time. For the second time it is going to be 2. No problem. Now coming here, it is going to be print A. What is ch? Ch is A. For the first time it is going to be print A. Then 1 plus plus j plus plus and 1 j becomes 1. 1 is less than equal to 0. Is it true? No, not at all. Yes, it is not at all. Then ch becomes b here. Why? Because ch plus plus, then ch becomes b here. Then again going back here, and it is going to be working with I value becomes 1, and now it is going to be replaced with b here. Ch is b now. Ch is b, and j becomes again 0, and this is 0 and this is 1. Here in the after the new line, it is going to be printing yes, 0 is less than 1, right? Then it is going to be print B, not A here. But I want the output as A, B like this. But here if I am writing like this, it is going to be executed like this A, B, C. I will execute it. I will show you what is the output here. For example, if I am giving the output, look at here A, B, B, C, sorry, D, E, F. Like that it is going to be incremented every time. But it is going to be incremented only the inner loop. Only the inner loop we have to increment every time. Not for every time. It is going to be, for every loop it is going to be start with A only. But here it is going to be change B, C, D like this. Now how I am going to rectify it? First of all, instead of printing CH here, I am going to print. Why? Because I will explain it. First of all, it is going to be A. Yes, it is going to be A every time. Look at here, in this for loop, it is going to be incremented again. That means it is going to be print A and B and A, B, C like this. Why? Because it is going to be resetted every time with A. The CH value is not modified anywhere, right? The CH is A. Every time the print is going to be modified with A. Now I am going to execute it. If I am going to give some 4, this is the output. We can write in another way also, no problem here. If you are writing here CH, for example here CH, after this for loop, CH is equal to print. In this way also we can write. For example, if I am going to execute it, if it is 4, look at here, we can write like this also, no doubt. Okay? Yes, this is this question, the alphabet pattern. The next question. Find maximum value, find maximum element. This is not a logical error or not syntax error. It is a missing code question. This is a missing code question. That is some different one. These are the lengths of length 1 and length 2. Two values, two arrays are there. First one length and the second one length. And these are the array values of array 1 and array 2. Now I am going to find that these two are not in a sorted order. I am going to sort these two in ascending order, and I am going to take what is the big value in this. In this it is going to be 5, in this it is going to be 8. In these two values, what is the biggest value? What is the biggest value among these two lists? Among these two lists, what is the biggest value? What is the maximum value? Yes, but here I am not sorting anything. Here already one sorted function is there. Already it is a predefined sorted function already in the compiler here. Now using this sort function, we have to write this function. There is no need to find the maximum element for the first array and not the maximum element for the second array. We are going to use that sort function. If it is an ascending order, the last value is the maximum value, right? I am going to find that one. For example, ARR is equal to, what is the name of the function here? The name of the function is sort array. The name of the function is sort array. I am going to pass length 1 comma ARR1. The above function is going to be take that, this is not ARR, this is going to be ARR1. Now I am going to write ARR2 is equal to sort array of length 2 comma ARR2. The above function, what is that above function? This above function is sort array. That means it is going to be sort array values based on length and array values, right? We are not touching this function. This is already predefined. Okay, right? We have to write our code here. Yes, I sorted all the values. Why I am writing here ARR1 is equal to, it is going to be written the sorted list. That's why I am writing here ARR1 is equal to this ARR1. It is going to be modified with some ascending order values. Now I am going to check here if ARR of 1 of length 1 minus 1. That means the last value. If the last value of the first matrix is greater than ARR 2 of length 2 minus 1. This is the last value here. If it is true, then I am going to return what is the maximum value here. Return ARR of length 1 minus 1. If it is not true, that means else I am going to return ARR of length 2 minus 1. Like this we have to write. That's it. Now I am going to compile it. There it is. ARR 1 this is ARR 2 not ARR, that is ARR 2. I am going to execute it. If input is 5 and 5, and I am going to give 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. Here the maximum value is 5. Here the maximum value is 8. The output is going to be 8 here. Like this, the maximum value in both the arrays is 8. That's why it is going to be display the 8 here. In this way we are going to be right. If it is a missing code error, that is not a big question. That is already some predefined functions is there. We have to use that functions and we have to write it. Okay, just some awareness we are going to write. How we are going to use some already predefined functions and how they are going to be, we have to use in this type of questions. And the next one, very simple, that is going to be reverse the array. That's it. N is 5 is the size of the list and the elements are there, then we have to print in the reverse order. That's it, nothing else. This is the next question. This is the logical error question. Here original length is equal to length, and this is array. These are the array elements here. Then what is the length here? The length is 5, then original length is also 5. Here look at here, it is going to be starting from 0 to original length minus 2. That means it is going to be working like this. That means it is going to be interchange the first two values with the last two values. Then it is going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Like this it is going to be. That's why it is going to be writing here original length by 2. Then I++. Then I am going to swap it, right? I am going to swap here. Look at here, again it is going to be right like this. Only 2 statements for swapping. Look at here, swapping requires 3 operations every time, but here only 2. That means if you are storing array of length of -1, we are going to write array of length of -1 is equal to ARR of I. Then only we have to write ARR of I is equal to temp. Again the same mistake. This is the logical error. Then I am going to compile it. It is going to be 5 and the input is like this and the output is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you are going to be swap any value, we have to require 3 operations. We have to store one value in that temporary variable, then we are going to swap the values. Okay. That's it for Automata fixed questions. Just practice in a different manner, and there is only 3 types of questions every time: logical, syntactical and missing code. Okay, all the best. Thank you very much. Bye.